My wife and I have a particular love for a certain symphony, and so we have a Google alert. As much as I can't stand Google, I have no choice. It's like boycotting air, right? I mean, and really angry at the atmosphere. I'm sorry, you pretty much need it. So we have a Google alert for Bruckner's Fifth Symphony, which I don't expect almost anybody here ever heard of Bruckner, let alone know Bruckner's Fifth. But we love it. And so it's not played often at all. So we have a Google alert. So we got an alert last month. The Cleveland Orchestra, one of the world's greatest, is doing it in a few months. So we're going to Cleveland to hear it. This is a great attitude to have in life. Grab what you can while you can. And this is one of those things. This is, I don't know if this is as good as Bruckner's Fifth. I'm not gonna go that far. But it might be as good. It might even be better. So it's just the beauty. I love Rosh Hashanah and Kippur because it's really up my alley. You're expected to talk about life. You're expected to talk about improving one's life, and of course, it's all about God. And that's my stuff. I mentioned on the radio, this was one of the truly adorable moments of my radio career when I read in the Dallas Morning News. I don't even know how I got the article. I don't read the Dallas Morning News on a regular basis. The oldest living World War II vet. It happened to be a black guy in I think Texas. And he was like 107. So obviously, that's one of the burdens of if you cross 100, people don't say, "How are you?" They basically say, "What's the secret?" Maybe they're afraid to say, "How are you?" But they really want to know, what's your secret? And the guy was vibrant. He just passed away very recently. And so they asked him, "So what's your secret?" And he said, "God and cigars." Do you have no idea that man is so my hero. I should put a picture of that guy up in my office. That's the best answer the man, from my perspective, that is the single best answer the man could have given. And in that order, that is proper. I do put God before cigars, but it was tremendous. What did that show, by the way? What does it show if a guy says that? It shows he loves life. It shows he's full of life, right? He doesn't take things ultra seriously. He could joke around about it. There's so much contained in that answer that I thought my father probably would have said that. God and well, he would have added scotch. I have to admit, he loved his scotch. So anyway, when people say, "Well, if you were only closer," it's so worth thinking. Are you taking in everything while you still can? Because you could be 38 and you don't know. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen. And that, by the way, is a blessing. If everybody died at 96, let's just imagine, it would be a curse. You would spend your life just counting down from 96. It's a strange thing to say that, thank God you could die at any age, but it's true. Otherwise, if we had even some fixed age, which was very old, it would be a curse. So these are just some of the reflections on this. These are my favorite holidays. One other thing, talking about life. Last night, listening to Michael Fried and the chorus and the instrumentalists, I really do love it. I really get into it, close my eyes and get transported. And I'm looking at you. It's a nice, wonderful group of people, and you have no idea, nor should you, incidentally. I mean, I'm only mentioning this to make a point. There's a lot of work that goes into doing this. And I mean, and Sue does it all. I mean, I show up. I have the best of all worlds in this regard. But it is a lot of work. It's really done when I think, you know, I'd really like to take a year off, and then I think, well, what about you? I really do. I think about that. It's a very big factor that a lot of you love this. And I know it's good. I know it's meaningful. So I think of then when all of the things, oh, why am I doing it again? And then I show up and I love it and it's so meaningful. And so it's the closest I think I get to childbirth. Women, I'm told, you know, women are just totally, you know, cursing their life out during the pain of birth. And then the baby comes out, and the next week they think, maybe I'll have another. Right? I mean, you know, I'm looking at the Tannings who've specialized in maybe I'll have another. And in fact, that's the motto. In front of their house, they have a little sign, maybe we'll have another. And, Paul. But, isn't it true? I mean, that's really, it's so true in life. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. There's no other way to reap in joy except by sowing in tears. That's why when I work out, you may not realize this looking at me, but I do work out 3 days a week. With a trainer, I might add, because if I didn't work out with a trainer, I would like saunter around the gym, pick up a weight every so often, and then talk to another client or member, whatever it is, and then go home. So I have a trainer. Whenever I walk into the gym, the person at the desk, I mean, you know, obviously says it to everybody, said, "Enjoy your workout." And you're kidding, right? No, and it's funny because I actually say that, and then I say, do you understand? You have two conflicting messages. On the one hand, enjoy your workout. On the other hand, no pain, no gain. Which is it? Since I don't enjoy pain and I want gain, it's inconceivable I'll enjoy my workout. Fact is, I hate it. I hate every minute of it. My trainer knows I hate every minute of it. So what? Afterwards, I'm thrilled I did it. So that's part of the message I gave last night. What do you want to be? And then you work at it. So I want to be in okay shape, especially getting older. I want my muscles and my joints to keep really functioning well. So I work out. But so here's this thing last night. I got to tell you, it changed me. That whole speech. Somebody came over and said a dear friend of mine, was here, a Catholic, wonderful human being, and he said it really touched his life, and it touched my life. That message. What do you want to be, and what are you going to do to be it? It's a biggie.
Shalom bimormav, huyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, imru, amen.
It's beyond belief how good it is.